It's going to be full throttle, lights out, and we are racing here at the Italian Grand Prix. It's a really good launch from KTM star Jack Miller. What an electric start it was by the Australian. He just powers on by Pecco Bagnaia on the into standing order for the first time. Jack Miller leads on the inside of Bagnaia. Superb by the Aussie. Luca Marini trying to find a way through there. Miller, that got really close going through Savelli.
It's Martin who's the leading Pramac Ducati. He's now through on Marini into third place. Johann Zarco has plummeted down the order. He's down to 12th on this opening lap.
I think Marini just had to check there on Miller going down to Savelli, and that left the door open for Martin to attack him going into fast Arrabbiato. Marc Marquez almost tagged the back there, didn't he, of Luca Marini. That was so close. It is Bagnaia then that leads by just over 0.4 of a second. Miller and Martin go for a game of dare on the brakes in the San Donato. Jorge Martin using the Ducati power, eases on through. He is now up into second place. Bagnaia then from Martin. Miller pushed back to third.
So behind Brad Binder and Bezzecchi is Aleix Spargaro. He's also dropped a place into 9. Zarco into 10th. They've all dropped behind Binder as we see Marini going side by side with Jack Miller. Miller's now lost 2 places to 2 Ducatis, but he's fighting back.
Yeah, I think Miller was just a little bit wide there, wasn't he, coming through turn number 4. Marini just got alongside him, but Miller had the inside line, then coming into this, one of the 2 fast chicanes here in Mugello. This is going to get really close. Alex Marquez, that was really late. A double dive bomb from Marquez. They are 3 abreast here. Jack Miller getting frustrated and angry with Alex Marquez. He came from so far back there to the Gresini Ducati man. He wasn't able to pull it up on the brakes going into San Donato. Miller did not like that one bit. Whoa, how did he pick his way through there? I've no idea how Marco Bezzecchi and Marc Marquez got away with that one. There we go again. Alex Marquez running in wide, then cutting back to the line where Jack Miller was already sitting. That was eye of the needle stuff, wasn't it, from Alex Marquez? You know what he had to do there? He had to release the brake, otherwise he was going to slam into his brother Marc Marquez. Then there's a big gap building from Luca Marini, who's 1.7 seconds behind Bagnaia. He's then got 2 seconds. Back to this manic melee unfolding between the likes of Miller, the Marquez brothers. Binder's in there, Zarco and Bezzecchi.
Yeah, Alex Marquez has just passed Brad Binder a couple of corners ago. Those yellow flags that came up, by the way, were a real instant for Jonas Folger on the first lap. He didn't crash, but he did run off and lost 20 seconds. He is still running. Back with the leading pair.
Zarco just hugging that inside line. He's very good at turning that Ducati, isn't he? He's turning on a sixpence there on the inside of Brad Binder's KTM. Look how dramatic that KTM rear highlight device drops down to launch Binder towards that 366 km/h. Bagnaia's found another fastest lap of the race so far, 1:46.807. Martin does respond though with a 1:46.8 of his own. Bagnaia just can't break away from the Spaniard.
2 places gained in 2 laps for Johann Zarco then. He'd gone past Marco Bezzecchi on the previous lap and now through on Brad Binder. Bezzecchi is absolutely stuck at the moment, down in 9th position. He's only 3.4 seconds off the race leader, but he cannot make any progress.
Oh, Marquez down! He's gone down! Full lead angle, he's not saving that one, and it's another DNF then for 30-year-old Spaniard Marc Marquez. He's looking at that stricken Honda, he can't believe it. What on earth happened there? He runs a little bit wide. Dirty part of the circuit, there's no grip there, it would have all been washed away from the rain last night. And Marc Marquez makes a premature exit here in Mugello. Yeah, he'd run wide, and he going through turn number 15. He was staying committed, maximum full lean angle, and the front tyre just couldn't hang in there underneath him. A little bit of a punch on the advertising boardings. The airbag has gone off, more frustration. Look at that for Marc Marquez, he just seems completely bewildered there. Here comes the decisive move then. Ducati versus Ducati. GP22 versus GP22 on the inside. Goes Alex Marquez. Is he going to hold that inside line? No, he's not. There's not a lot of room there for Marini to fight back on through, but he took it. Now then, Marini versus Marquez. This could get pretty feisty. Marini has the advantage. Oh, Alex Marquez, that was tight, wasn't it, going through turn number 3.
Last time around, Martin was a shade quicker as this battle for third rages once more.
Marini versus Marquez, take 2. Well, this time around, Alex Marquez, he'll just try and hug the inside curve there, won't he? Just blocking any way back through for Luca Marini. So now then, having dispensed of the Italian,
Time as Alex Marquez crashes out ahead of us, out of a podium position.
Well, that's a gift, isn't it, for Marini and for Zarco. He's going to just tuck the front, isn't he, there, through turn number 2. And Alex Marquez's run of DNFs continues after such a promising start to his Ducati career. Since his term as podium, his results and form have completely disappeared, and this will be a real tough one to take.
Martin were close to within 3 points of Bezzecchi with 24 points covering the top 3. Marini now goes out wide through Baccini, and that's all the encouragement that Johann Zarco needs. He goes through now into 3rd place. Marini now needs to fight back immediately and try and draft back past on the start-finish straight. He goes to the inside of Johann Zarco. We know that Marini's not too shabby on the brakes, and he's going to reclaim 3rd place once again.
There is evidence, not you need it, of just how much Luca Marini wants a home podium here, doesn't he? He is going to throw everything all in, isn't he now, Marini? And he is going to be suffering.
Oh.
Zarco's going to go for it again on that change of direction. That's getting really, really close. They rub elbows on the run down now towards turns 4 and 5. Zarco has the advantage. They'll start towards the plunge down the hill through Casanova and Cervelli. What a weekend this has been for Ducati in their home Grand Prix. The top 5 in yesterday's sprint. They're going to take the top 4 in the Italian Grand Prix. Back-to-back wins in Mugello for world champion Pecco Bagnaia. He wins here. Another masterpiece from him in Mugello. 2nd place goes to Jorge Martin. 3rd place goes to Johann Zarco. What a day for Prima Pramac Racing. A double podium. Take a bow, Bagnaia, because that was utter domination. That's a great sight to see as the Italian fans embrace the new generation. The post-Rossi era is alive and kicking for Italian fans as they soak up another brilliant victory for Ducati in their backyard.
If you love MotoGP videos, like and subscribe.